Hi, first grade. We are going to continue moving through why we care about birds. And today we're going to read another letter from our ornithologist friend. And while I'm reading it, I just want you to be thinking in the back of your mind, what does the ornithologist tell us about our new topic of study? We're not going to talk about that for a couple days, but I want you to just be thinking about what we're going to be studying next and what clues you got from this letter that tell us what we're working on. Dear students, I am very proud of how much you learned about bird helpers and stories. You learned a lot about how people and animals can show respect and compassion for birds. That's very important to us ornithologists. Not all people think we should care about birds, though. They continue to ask, why should we care about birds? Another reason we should care about birds is because they can have an impact or effect on our lives. Birds are all around us, and sometimes they do amazing things, but other times they may do things that pester us. Sometimes people have different feelings about birds. As you continue your study of birds, I would like for you to think about this question. Why do people have different opinions about birds? You are going to read, talk, and write about a very unusual bird named pale male. Pale male affected a lot of people's lives. I will be curious to hear your opinion or what you think about pale male after you complete your research. Good luck. Your friend, the ornithologist. So we're going to take a closer look at some of the words that the ornithologist included in their letters so that we can get a better meaning of the letter altogether. So our target is I can determine the meanings of words to understand the meaning of a text. So the first word we're going to look at is the word impact. And if we go back to our letter, we are going to read the sentence that includes the word to help us gain an understanding of what exactly that means. So the sentence says, another reason we should care about birds is because they can have an impact or effect on our lives. So when we're talking about the word impact, we read that it means a strong or powerful effect. It's meaningful. So we talked about impact as a character trait a couple months ago, and we talked about things that we can do in our classroom, in our school, and in our community that make an impact or affect things for the better. And this is no different. So sometimes birds have a positive impact on our environment. What about the word amazing? So I want you to think about the base word of amazing. And remember, the base word is the part of the word that does not have the inflectional ending. And in this case, the inflectional ending is ing. So if we take this away, what word are we left with? What is our base word? We're left with the word amaze. Amaze means to surprise, but if we add that ing ending, it changes it into a describing word or an adjective. So amazing means full of surprise or wonder. And so our ornithologist friend told us that birds can be amazing. Okay, what about the word pester? The same thing, find the base word of pester. In this case, our ending is er. So look at that word without the er, and we get the word pest. A pest is something that bothers or annoys us, like a mosquito or a fly. But if we add er to the word, it becomes an action word, it becomes a verb. And pester means to bother or annoy, like a fly might pester you by buzzing in your ear. All right, the last word is the word unusual. What does that mean? So when we talk about un at the beginning of a word, it means not. So un means not. When we look at the word unusual, it tells us that something is not usual. So our ornithologist friend told us that pale male is unusual, which means he's not common or he's extraordinary. All right, your job today is to tell me the meaning of the word opinion. If you need to go back and find it in our story, rewind the video so you can find out where in the letter you saw it and use it in context of your sentence to figure out the meaning. Then send me a video or a text in Dojo explaining the meaning of the word opinion.